morning, Stingrays! Today is, boom, February 23rd. That's a Tuesday. That's a school day. That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. And for a few of you, you're actually here in person. Had 4 students yesterday. Silvio, Ethan, Cynthia, Mate. Hope to have more today. We'll see how it goes. Supposed to have 7 today. I doubt it. Let's say 4. And my homework anyway. But we're moving on. I've got a lot of videos to record today. I'm only going to do this one because then I got to chop it up, I got to edit it, and I got to shoot it to you guys in under an hour. So here we go. Today's lesson is all about circumference. Okay? So the easiest way for you to understand what circumference is to go back to this shape right here. Okay? Square. One of the easiest things to remember, we know how to do area of a square. It is length times width. I'm trying to transition to you to do base times height so that we do 3D objects. It's not going to be a little different. But you know area and then you know perimeter. They taught you that at the same time. They taught you area and perimeter. And for perimeter, all you had to do was add all the outside shapes. Add all the outside sides. Okay? Not a very difficult process. But we're dealing with circles now. Okay? So for squares, you would area, which I think with base times height. Perimeter, you just add all the outside sides. For our buddy circle here, area, if you can't see it here, but you should be able to remember it, was pi r squared. Pi radius squared. Remember, radius, distance, halfway through the circle. Okay? Halfway through the circle, radius. Now, this should be easy to line up and see now. What is circumference? What was perimeter? The area around the square, the area around the triangle, the area around the rectangle. Okay? So what is circumference? It's the distance, sorry, this should be distance. It's the distance around the circle. Okay? Circumference is just like perimeter. Okay? Don't know why they gave it a different name. I guess because you have to use a different type of math. But when it comes to definitions, which we'll be going up to soon, circumference is the perimeter of a circle. Okay? That's all it is, perimeter of a circle. Now, just like area of a circle had its own special formula, so does circumference. It's not as hard, actually, as the area. And this is why I'm glad I did area first, so that you got the hard one out of the way, so that when we get to the easy one, it's just like, oh, oh, oh. So, what is the formula for perimeter of a circle, otherwise known as circumference? Circumference. Simply pi d, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Okay? Pi multiplied by d. What was d again? D is diameter. Total distance across the circle. Okay? Remember, d kind of makes like a D. D. A D is half a circle. D is half a circle, so diameter goes all the way through the circle. Okay? So, yeah, it's that easy. You may not always get one that has the diameter, but if you have the radius, you can know the diameter. Let's do some practice problems. Here we go. Okay. Gonna draw some terrible circles. I'm gonna draw some decent straight lines. The diameter of this one, let's say it is 6. Okay, diameter is 6. I need to know the circumference of this circle. I need to know the distance I would walk if I were to walk all the way around this circle. That's what it's asking. The perimeter of the circle. Here we go. Pi multiplied by 6. That is it, guys. It's that easy. Circumference is that easy. I don't think you're going to have that much difficulty because you did pretty good with the area one. Let's do it up. I'm using calculator. You can use calculator. It's okay. We're in calculator mode now. Boom. 3.14 times 6. Circumference of this circle. 18.84. And let's say I wasn't lazy and I used measurements. 18.84 yards. I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't that be yards squared? Well, think about it. Is it yards squared? Are you walking in a two-dimensional direction? Or are you simply walking in a direction, in a straight direction that happens to curve? You're walking in a straight direction that happens to curve. You're not covering two directions, you're covering one direction that just happens to curve. So these are not going to be squared units. These are going to be base units. Okay? Two more. Here we go. Diameter of this circle, 37. Doesn't change this at all. It's still pi multiplied by 37. Come over here to my calculator, 3.14 times 37. Answer, 116.18. Let's say I do miles. Okay, it's a big circle. It is 116.18 miles. It's a large circle. Last example. Okay, and this might actually end up being a quick video. So for this one, they've given us the radius. There are actually two formulas for circumference, but kind of. There's two formulas if you know your understanding of radius, okay? The other way to do this is 2 pi r, because diameter is simply 2 r's. So I could go through both steps. Okay, I'm going to go through both steps right now. 8, we know that it should be 2 8s. If this is 8, then the imaginary other half of the circle is going to be 8. And they're going to combine to make 16. So I can simply do 16 pi times 16. 3.14 times 16. 50.24 inches. Okay, that's if I had just simply understood. But let's do it this way too. Because you should be able to see it this way. You should understand that there are two formulas for circumference. Pi diameter, 2 pi r, because r is simply 2. 2 r's make a d. Let's go through the steps. 2 pi times 8. All right, well, let's keep going. 3.14 times 8. That would be 25.12. So it would be 2 times 25.12, which, if you don't believe me, comes out to 50.24 inches. Okay? There are two formulas, but merely because you might get problems like this that only give you the radius. But you have to have a good understanding of radius and diameter. Okay? Diameter. Okay? Radius half the way across. Diameter all the way across. Just like a D goes all the way across the circle. Okay? If you're still having trouble understanding the difference between diameter and radius, literally draw a D and erase the other half of it. Draw a circle, draw a line through it. What shape do you have? D. Okay? Diameter. Okay? And you should have an understanding that if I have the diameter, I know the radius. If I have the radius, I know the diameter. They are diametrically attached to each other. I rambled too long for this one at the end, but should be good. Let's check on birthdays. 26th and the 28th, we got some coming up, but nothing soon. You have a test on Friday. It's all Chapter 6. That is, what is it called? Complementary, supplementary angles, maybe adjacent. Area of a triangle, area of a parallelogram, area of a circle, circumference of a circle. Okay? You got this. I'm out. Sorry, don't forget to like and subscribe. You like mine just like you like and subscribe to my new sweatshirt, right?